So here's our familiar Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain chart, which I assume that you looked at in the Let's Play 1 video. We're going to stick with the same chart because you're already familiar with it, and then we just add to the information that you already have. And so here we're zeroing in on the 7th chords, and start looking for them. They're everywhere. There's 4 G7s here on this first part of the song, and then the C7th over there, which is going to lead to the F chord. Then after we get done playing 4 measures of F, we're going to go back to the beginning of the song, and it sort of repeats. And we'll be playing a lot of G7th chords, in which we just went over that, so you should be ready. As far as the C7th, the one there, we're going to build the C7th positions the same way we built the G7th positions from the 3 main pedals up, pedals down, or A and F positions. The principles are the same. Let's rewrite this chart with some suggestions of where we're going to play the 7th chords. So here's a diagram of the fretboard, and we'll just take a second to get familiar. There's so much information on here, but I'll help you get oriented. At the 10th fret we have our A and B position, our pedals down, and then at the 3rd fret we have our pedals open, and then at the 6th fret we have our A and F, and those are 3 positions we work out of. Remember, at the open position, if we add the 9th string we get a 7th. If we add the 2nd string lower to half we get a 7th. If we go back 2 frets and add the A pedal or the X lever we get a 7th. And then another one that's not that, well, it's not a true 7th, it's a substitution, is at 4 A and F. We're getting an F chord which can act as a G7th going into the C. Up here at 6 we have our 6F, which is our standard 7th. We just let off the A pedal, and from the A and F position we have a 7th. Or you can lower the E and get a D minor, which is a substitution. Then from the 10th fret we'll go back 2, and we have our common 1 with the B pedal and the E lever. Or if you add the A pedal you have a 9th. And then up here at the 12th fret, if you use the F lever on 4 and 5 or 5 and 8, you have a G7th. And those are what the levers do. This is available on the website. Spend a couple moments on this chart. I've written in my suggestions of where to play, and let's focus in on the G7th and the 7th chord position. Here's the C7th and the G7th positions. The other ones are pretty straightforward, and you can listen and probably hear where they are. I've written the strings out on the left side or the right side. This G7th here, we're going to use 2 positions that we know quite well. 6F, which is 3 up from the open G, and then 2 back with the A pedal. And we're going to use strings 3, 4, and 5. Now, if this is happening too fast for you, if you can't play that fast, then just choose one of them. Then we go up to 3, or then we go to 3, and then we go to 8A and B, and that 8A, B is just 2 frets behind the pedals down. And that's one of the positions that we learned. Here, we're playing a G7th 10A and B, and it goes to 8, B, and E, and that's on strings 5, 6, and 8, and we just slide back. And then we switch over to strings 5 and 8 and go up to 13A and 12F, and end up on 11A and F with the 5 and 8 strings. And then switch up to the 3, 4, and 5 strings. And then, it's not well shown here, but you let off the A pedal and you get an 11F. Then you march up on 11, 12, and 13 to the F chord at 13 on 3 and 5. Everything else from here on out is pretty much on the 3rd and 5th strings, And so we were talking about working in the scales. So this is the third and fifth string scale, which is a lot of fun to work with. And we're gonna I showed it to you in G, but we're gonna work on it in C, and I'll show you on the guitar. Most of this is just walking up and down the scale, and you'll get the hang of it after you try it. This is on the website, this particular chart, but I would suggest you make your own. Make it easier or make it different. Experiment, see what sounds good to you. And it's more fun that way. So let's run through, before we play the thing on with the track, let's just run through it a little bit. And we'll do it quickly, but start that on at the third fret pedals down, and you're on 4 and on 5 and 8. You just slide up to 4 and F. Then you do your sevenths. And again, here we're up on 5 and 8, but we're on with the E lever. Pedal on 6, 8, and 10. And then we're going to do our seventh. Switch up to 3, 4, and 5 and let off the A pedal. March up to 13. Watch this one now. This is on 4 and 5. Pedals down. Lower the E and slide back 2 frets. The 8th fret, no pedals. So this is the analogous to the G scale, but we're starting at 8. A and B, 10. 13 without the pedals, 15 without the pedals. With the pedals, 18 and then 20, which is the octave to 8. And then, of course, it goes the other way. 8, 6, 3, A and B. 1, 3.